go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, Prince Blue. Real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, Prince Blue. Talk that, talk that, talk that, coach, coach, talk that, talk that, talk that, coach, coach, talking entertainment, talking entertainment. Look, we are not the same as you, not the same. Look, we don't need a thing, just you, just make sure the gang come through.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Real Time with Prince Blue, and I am back. Wait a minute. Let me say that again. It is Real Time with Prince Blue, and I am back. I missed y'all. I can't wait to get into everything that's going on with the new show, what has happened since I've been gone since the last show. And we just going to get into it. Y'all already know, for those new that are listening and for those who haven't been familiar with my platform before, I am Prince Blue, Real Time with Prince Blue. It started during the pandemic when I just had a lot of stuff that I wanted to say and I didn't know how to say it, and I wanted to get it out. Pause. And I just didn't know how to do it. And then somebody reached out to me and they was like, hey man, won't you do your own podcast? And then that's what I started doing. And I started talking about everything between media, culture, sports, entertainment, social issues, mental health, which is really important to me. And that's how Real Time with Prince Blue was born. And I did that for about, I want to say about a year, about 40 something episodes. And then, life happened and things went on. And, I just tried to get myself together right. And then it seemed like the perfect time to bring it back. So let's get into it. What have I been? Where have I been? What have I been up to since the last time we spoke? Well, I'm in school for my doctorate degree in criminal justice. I've been doing that. That's going well. I'm in my last, I want to say, year or so. I start my dissertation phase in September, and then I'm speaking into existence. I'll be graduating May of next year. So I've been doing that. Also, I've been working on myself physically and mentally. For those who don't know, I am a type 2 diabetic. And, I was just getting out of hand. I was getting big. I was getting sloppy. And my numbers and stuff wasn't right. So I had to get myself together. And I've been working out, been trying to get my A1C and stuff like that down, been getting that together. Then, as far as my mental health, I had to take a break, get myself together, get myself on my meds, get myself right, go through therapy. Make sure y'all go through therapy. Make sure y'all go to therapy. Therapy is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. Remember that. And I've just been being a father and a husband. My youngest is 6 now. He's into stuff. He's doing sports. My oldest is doing sports. He just had his prom. And my middle child, she's in taekwondo. She's doing a whole bunch of stuff. So I just been busy. It's just been life. And as much as I would have loved to keep doing the podcast, I felt like I would have been giving y'all an inferior product because my life wasn't together. And then for me to come on a podcast and then talk to y'all and act like everything was all good when it wasn't, I just feel like that would be disingenuous. The whole idea of Real Time with Prince Blue is to give you my thoughts, my commentary, my opinions on things, and to live what I say. So, with that being said, welcome back, everybody. I am happy to see you. I missed y'all. We're going to get into it now with Real Time with Prince Blue, the new and improved, rebooted Real Time with Prince Blue. We're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about culture. We're going to talk about entertainment. We're going to talk about social issues. So I tell y'all this. Everything that I say is my opinion. It's how I feel and how I see things. But the one thing that I have never done, I have never not been a person that can hear the other side and agree to disagree without being disrespectful. My energy goes there. My energy doesn't go there unless yours go there. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Today We got Sixers versus Knicks. Sixers are down 0-2. But I'm gonna get into that in a second. What I didn't have on my 2024 bingo card was local media, Howard Eskin and Kyle Newbeck going at it, having a beef over how Howard Eskin covers the Sixers. Now, for those who don't know, Howard Eskin is a local self-proclaimed king legend of media here, and he has made his bones off of picking the most popular athlete and being disrespectful and being disingenuous, and he's built his platform off of hating the most unpopular athlete. Well, one of the young guns, Kyle Newbeck of PHLY and All City Network, he went back at Howard Eskin, and well, just take a listen, and then I'll let you know about it. I'll let you know.
You're deep enough into his career to say he's got to win some of these. He's got to win when the chips are down and drag some people along with him, and has not been able to do so. And I get it. He's been hurt and there are all the excuses. He's got to come through. But this is not the time to be relitigating all the Joel Embiid arguments.
He's doing everything he could.
He has done everything that I think you could realistically ask for from him. And I would say even more on top of that. Now is not the time, Howard Eskin, to be saying stupid shit about Joel Embiid.
If you want to say Sixers will never win with Joel Embiid, he's soft, there's a place where you can do that. 215-592, you know the rest. This is not
listen,
that show.
I love most of my people at WIP, so this is not a WIP thing. This is that guy who shows up in grandstands at press conferences, leaves before halftime, and pretends like he has any salient analysis to offer about basketball. Like, we're talking about a guy who shit all over Allen Iverson during his career, literally got fucking sued by Allen Iverson for lying about things that his lawyer did in court, got suspended for it, had to admit in a deposition that he lied on the air and did not say things that he meant or that he knew and should have revealed as he's saying these things. And this guy is going to sit here and talk shit about Joel Embiid. There's a line from Succession that I think of when I think of that guy. It's Shiv talking about her husband saying, Tom will suck the biggest dick in the room. That's Howard Eskin. He will do that. As soon as Joel is done his playing career and has moved on from Philadelphia, Howard Eskin will pretend he was his best fucking friend for years and years. And he knew it all along, how special he was and how great he was. That's how he's tried to kiss Allen Iverson's ass. That's how he's tried to kiss Terrell Owens' ass after he, along with a lot of other people, tried to run him the fuck out of town while he was here. Fuck that guy. Fuck you, Howard. That's all I have to say about him.
A lot of people
Sorry
agree
for
with
the
you.
negative energy today, but I can't stand that fucking guy. And I'm tired of, there are a lot of other people with divergent takes on Joel and the Sixers and whatever else, and that's fine. Like, they're coming from the right place most of the time. That guy's a disingenuous hack, and I can't fucking stand him.
I just want to say, we give a lot of credit to segues. I teed you up for that.
That's good. That's good right there. First of all, shout out to Kyle Newbeck, Derek Bonner, and Devon Gibbons over there at PHLY Sports, PHLY Sixers. They do a phenomenal job. One of the top podcasts out there. I listen to them almost every day. Kyle Newbeck is right. Howard Eskin is what happens when you let old people just grow old and do whatever the fuck they want simply because they're old. Howard Eskin has been a mole on the ass of Philadelphia sports for over 30 years. Just because you've been on something for 30 years, I guess you can call that success, but at what cost? Howard Eskin has zero credibility. He may have credibility with the old fogies. He may have credibility with them, but just like Kyle said, he literally shitting on one of the most popular, if not the most popular athlete in Philadelphia sports, the Joel Embiid, who, by the way, wants to fucking be here. How can y'all not? Y'all know already the reputation that Philadelphia sports has, that stars don't want to be here. Joel Embiid absolutely wants to be here. Through all the shit that he's been through, he's lost a brother. He's lost. He had to move here. He just picked up basketball at 15, and he's already arguably, if you want to say the top 3 best players in the NBA. And Howard Eskin choose to pick on that guy. Now, get it. When Joel Embiid fucks up, we get on him, we talk to him, we make sure everything is we tell our truths about Joel Embiid. But some of the shit that Howard Eskin does is disingenuous. Him and his mutant fucking son, Spike Eskin, are the bane of sports. They are the reason why I had to pick up Real Time with Prince Blue once again, because the people in Philadelphia are not getting the sports takes that they need. They're not getting the sports analysis that they need. They're getting a bunch of people with agendas who want to just do shit to piss people off to keep themselves employed. That's not analysis. If you're a natural asshole, be a natural asshole, but stop doing it on the backs of the sports athletes in this town. People like Howard Eskin and his son, WIP 97.5, not everybody, but some of the personality. Number one, you're not rooted in Philadelphia. A lot of you are New York transplants who like New York teams. You get here and then you shit on Philadelphia teams. That's like getting an overweight fat person to teach me about CrossFit. Like it doesn't compute. You're never going to capture the essence of what Philadelphia sports is if you're not even from here. And you know what? The people that say, well, you know, maybe if you don't listen to him, they'll go away. He's been here for 30 fucking years. 30 years. He's not going anywhere. The only way he's going to go somewhere is if his ass croaks. And what we need to do is we need to start elevating the new voices in the new media in this profession, like the Kyle Newbacks, the Devon Givens, Big T Will from Full Court Press. People like that are really genuine, love the sports. They love to give you great info in their take. And another thing that I hate hearing is the whole thing of, I'm not a fan, I'm in the media. Guess what? If you're a fucking fan, that is okay. You're not going to do something that you're not a fan of. You're not going to do something that you don't find joy in doing. And a lot of these old people and some of these media people, they get the credentials and they just want to rub noses with athletes, and they don't really want to do their fucking job. If you don't want to do the fucking job, quit. There's plenty of young guns that want to do your job. There's plenty of people that love what they do, and they do it with a passion. The Howard Eskins, the Spike Eskins, the Elliott Shore Parks, those people are done. It's over. I'm telling you it's over. You know why it's over? Because I'm here, and people like T. Will is here, and people like Kyle Newback is here. And we're not going to put up with that shit anymore. We're going to clown the shit out of you every time you say something stupid. You're going to have to fucking mute me, because I'm going to flame your ass every time you say something stupid. That's where we are at. Kyle Newback, shout out to you. We need more people like you in the profession to speak out against the people that's shining a shitty light on what y'all do. We appreciate the good ones, and we're going to eliminate the bad ones. And that's what we got to continue to do. Now, with that being said, getting Howard Eskin old crusty ass the fuck out the way, we're going to talk about what the Sixers versus the Knicks tonight, and what I feel like they need to do to get one game and possibly tie this series up back in Philadelphia. The role players have to step up. Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, they're doing all that they can. They have to the role players have to step up. Joel Embiid is on one leg and got one eye, allegedly. Tyrese Maxey had whatever he had an illness going on, and he showed up. I'm telling you, role players, Buddy Hield, Kelly Oubre Jr., Paul Reed, y'all have to help them out. Y'all have to step up. You're at home. You got home cooking. So there's no reason that y'all should not be able to step up. Jalen Brunson has been mid as fuck this series so far. But the difference is between him and the Sixers is their role players stepped up. Josh Hart stepped up. DiVincenzo stepped up. Fucking Deuce McBride. What the hell is a deuce? He stepped up. Well, I know what a deuce is, but that's not that deuce. He stepped up. Philadelphia, if you want to show what Philadelphia basketball, Philadelphia Sixers is really about, you will show up and you will show out tonight. Because guess what? The Wells Fargo Center, Philly, we got y'all. We got y'all back. Now, we going to be on edge. If y'all come out looking flat, we going to let y'all hear it. But for the most part, we're going to take care of it. You got New York Knicks fans talk about it's going to be a takeover. New York, let me tell you something. Y'all keep y'all greasy, big satellite ass pizza asses in New York. We don't play that shit, Philadelphia. If y'all think y'all about to take over Philadelphia, I got a dry ass pretzel to sell you, because that ain't gonna happen. Philadelphia, we need to show up. We need to show out. We're gonna do our part. So everybody not named Embiid and Maxey, y'all need to do y'all part. Buddy Hield, you was brought here to shoot, and you're not even doing that. What is it about Philadelphia when shooters get here, they just forget how to shoot? Do you just get into Philadelphia, you be like, man, I forgot why I was a basketball player. Shooters shoot. Buddy Hield, shoot the fucking ball. We will not eat your lunch if you miss, but we will eat your lunch if you don't take the shot. Kelly Oubre, you've been playing excellent defense on Brunson, so I'm going to give you a little slack there, but I know the type of player you are. You're a scorer. Score. Shoot. You went the whole game without taking a three-pointer in game 2. Kelly Oubre, that's not you. There's a reason why people was putting you over Tobias Harris, and I'm going to get into him in a second. They were saying you're the third best player because you are, and because you're not afraid. Do what I know that you can do. Beat those allegations. I've been taking up for you all year, telling people that you're a dog. You're going to get it done. You just needed that opportunity. Now it's your time, Kelly Oubre. Do it. Now, to Tobias, Tobiass Harris, you're making $40 million. You can't give Joel 15? You can't give Maxey 15? Fuck it. You can't give yourself 15? And you know why I'm so upset? Because I was one of the ones that said, I said that you were a Dollar Tree, like you were a Dollar Tree Carmelo Anthony, except you won't have the black hole label. Dog, you're not doing anything. You're a disappointment. I'll be so glad when your contract is up. But before you go out, give me a big fuck you. Give the city of Philadelphia a big fuck you, and have the best playoff series of your career. Make us be like, man, maybe we was too hard on you. Can you do that? You probably won't, but I'm hoping you do. Can you do that, please, Tobias? Thank you. And now, with that being said, we're going to transition to something that I want to talk about. That's another reason why Real Time with Prince Blue has come back. A lot of things that I like to talk about has to do with social issues, the way things are going in the world. There's other things than sports. There's real life shit that's going on. And the one thing on social media and Twitter, mainly X, or X, what you call it, you can't convey what you want to say with 140 characters. Context gets lost, verbal clues gets lost. So what I'm going to do is Ryan Clark and Stephen A. Smith, two ESPN personalities, recently, I don't want to say they didn't have a beef, but they had a difference of opinions talking about what Donald Trump said about what he said at a Black Conservatives Conference, Black Conservatives Federation, when he said that he could relate to Black people because he's being discriminated against in the system. Stephen A. Smith went one way where he said that, I agree with that. He had a certain take where he said that's how some black people feel, and for the most part, black people are voting one way because they feel a certain way and they feel like they can relate. Well, Ryan Clark answered to that, and I want y'all to take a listen to what Ryan Clark said, and then I'm going to give my commentary on it.
I respect Stephen A. and the platform that he's built, but I respectfully disagree with him here. First off, let's talk about the simple statement that black people can relate to former President Donald Trump based on discrimination by the judicial system. He's not being discriminated against. Nope. What Donald Trump did was make bad decisions, and because of those bad decisions, he's now been investigated, he's now been accused, alleged, and then now prosecuted. The one thing that black people can't relate to is having these run-ins with the law and being the president of the United States of America. We couldn't be the president of the 4-H club if we had this many run-ins with the law. We couldn't be the president of our own HOA. And so I think that's one thing that we need to get out and be very clear on. Also, when you agree with this, you're allowing him to break us down to the lowest common denominator. So you're saying all of these black people who now seem to support you only support you because they connect with you on your run-ins with the law, or only support with you because they connect with you on sneakers. So why can't we connect on diversity, equity, and inclusion? Why can't we connect on better medical care? Why can't we connect on focusing on the mortality rate of black mothers? Why can't we connect on better schooling in the minority communities? So you mean to tell me you think so low of us that we can only connect with you because you've been indicted? We can only connect with you because you made ugly gold tennis shoes? And I think that's so insulting to even allege that that could be true. And let's really be clear. Nothing about Donald Trump's existence is black. Donald Trump can't speak to the black existence. He can't speak to the historical prejudice and discrimination that black people have faced. Donald Trump has never had to get that talk from his mom. This is the way you deal with authority. This is the way you have to be outside the house. Donald Trump's parents never had to worry about will he or will he not make it home based on the color of his skin. See, the only discrimination we understand, the only run-ins with the criminal justice system that we get is that sometimes you are prosecuted, sometimes you are pulled over, sometimes you are searched based on being black. That's not something we can control. That's not something we were in charge of. That's who we are. Donald Trump has been investigated and indicted and on trial for who he is for making bad decisions. And let's be very clear about one more thing. Donald Trump hasn't been black. He will never be black. He doesn't understand what it's like to walk in a black man's shoes. And if he ever did, he'd realize that those shoes are too big and way too uncomfortable for him to wear for a day. And so I think as the support seems to grow for him in certain black communities, we have to be smart about why that support is growing. And we can't attribute with our acknowledgments or with our agreements that the lowest common denominator of us is that we all relate and have an affinity for those who break the law. Because that's
all right, what you just saw right there is a new segment that I've introduced. Is I said what I said, which I'm pretty much going to say my opinion, and then that's going to be the end of it. Now, far as that video that you just heard from Ryan Clark, listen, shout out to Ryan Clark, very intelligent brother, very smart brother. He has built himself an excellent career in football, in the community, and now in the media. So this is no way where what I'm going to change now with Real Time with Prince Blue is from before. I'm going to try to come from an informative side and reserve my energy when it needs to be taken there to when I need to. So with Ryan Clark, I want to be respectful, and I want to be cognizant of hit that platform and what it is he was trying to say. Ryan Clark, I understand what you were saying, and I get some of it, and I agree with some of it. But this is my thing here when it comes with the black community as a whole. Donald Trump made a comment that some would say was a joke, some would say was off color, some would say not a big deal, some would say it was a big deal. But this is my thing as a community. We get what we put out. We get the energy, we get the energy that we put out. Remember the whole everybody was invited to the cookouts? We gave so many cookout invites that we had to pull them back because people was overstepping their boundaries and not knowing how to act when they came to the cookout. So I say that to say this. What Donald Trump said was no different than any joke that we have made or others have made in the privacy of our own homes or out in public, and people have laughed about it. How many comedians do color jokes? How many comedians do race jokes? How many comedians do bigot jokes, whatever the case may be? But I think that we have this narrow focus on what we want Donald Trump to be, that anytime he says something, we automatically take it to a level in which it doesn't need to go. Like, there's no way, and this is just me, there's no way that man thinks that all black people are criminals, and the reason why they relate to him is because that he is currently being indicted and he's being railroaded by the justice system. That's one of the things. That's one of them. But when it comes to the black community as a whole, I can only speak on my experience. When I deal with people that, when I ask my family members and stuff that are voting for Trump, they speak to some of them who got out because of the First Step Act. Some of them who are now entrepreneurs because of some of the policies and mechanisms he put into place that allowed them to grow outside of corporate. These are some of the reasons why they relate to him. And some people, it's just all about, they may just like a person. They may just like a person more than another person. And that's okay. What we have to do as a community is we have to stop thinking that we all have to think alike. We all have to hate a person. We all have to dislike a person. We all have to take the same thing as serious as others, because our experiences are all different. And from what he said, he was right, and Stephen A. Smith was right. But the one thing I'm starting to notice is it's the lack of accountability that we have, and the lack of searching from within we have. So what do? We search for people on the outside to give us a reason to feel it the way that we feel. And I'm going to play a clip of Malcolm X and why I just said what I said. Go ahead, Malcolm.
Leaders that they call leaders. This included Lena Horne. This included Dick Gregory. And this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community, and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to.
Now, you see what Malcolm just said? Forgive me if I'm wrong. I may have not been paying attention a lot, but I don't remember Brad Pitt. I don't remember George Clooney. I don't remember Britney Spears. I don't remember Justin Timberlake. Insert white entertainer. I don't remember them getting on the soapbox and telling white people what they need to do and getting backlash. It seemed like it's only in the black community where we look for these entertainers and stuff to decide or to validate how we feel. Stephen A. Smith and Ryan Clark, yes, they have large platforms. They are their own brothers. They are their own entities. And what I may agree with some of what they say, and I may disagree with some of what they say. But the one thing I would never do is call them names, call them crazy stuff because they disagree or they agree with whatever it is that they're trying to point out there. And when it comes to Donald Trump, it is very divisive within our community. It's like either you're a coon or you're on the right side. And that's not the case. I have seen for the last year, for the last I realized I froze. I'm sorry. For the last election that I lost friends because of my stance since the last election. But you know what I've realized since that time? I didn't lose friends. I lost people that don't know how to navigate relationships and friendships, that don't know how to agree to disagree. I'm not saying I need to hang out with people that believe everything that I believe, because trust me, I have friends that on both sides of the political aisle. And we can have conversations. I can go to functions with them. I can do whatever it is I need to do and not like them because of who they vote for. And I think we need to get past that, because we're not going to agree with everything that somebody says or everything that somebody does. And I'm not going to sit here and allow people to gaslight me and to feel in a certain way when I know the energy is not being even, if you will, if I could say that. So when it comes to the Donald Trump thing, when it comes to the Joe Biden thing, I'm going to tell y'all this. I don't give a fuck if you jump high. I don't care if you dunk. I don't care if you can hit a baseball. I don't care if you can run a football. What you do doesn't impact my family. LeBron James, who else you want to talk? Stephen A. Smith, Ryan Clark, whoever it is. They don't impact what I do on a day-to-day basis. But what they do, and they do well, is they talk about sports. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's also nothing wrong with giving your social commentary. But what we got to be careful with is making people feel bad because they want to do it. They want to go either way. And I feel like that's what some of these big platforms are doing. I see the coon emojis. I see the names, how you admonishing people because they don't agree with you. That's not what the platforms are for. If you doing sports, do sports. That's why I made it sure that my platform said sports, entertainment, culture, social issues. So when you come to there, you're like, wait a minute, why is he talking about politics? Why is he talking about social commentary? It's in there. So the reason why you're here, you know you're going to get some of that. More episodes than others. So Ryan Clark, Stephen A. Smith, I appreciate y'all using y'all platform to make change and to get people to think, but you also need to make sure you let people know that it's not okay to attack people because they have different views than you. Now, with that being said, I want to talk about tonight. It's Thursday. Tonight, for the NFL people, the nerds, we have the NFL draft. And the NFL draft is a time where young men are setting up generational wealth and having an opportunity of a lifetime. And what gets lost in all this is that part. These are young men. These are kids. And when y'all are saying so-and-so sucks, oh, he got drafted too early, he stinks. Well, guess what? You stink because you on the chair. You on the chair eating ice cream or whatever the hell else you eat, and you saying that they stink, but your ass ain't getting called up to play for an NFL team and to change the franchise. And the one thing I noticed, there's a running joke about ESPN, especially, that when they announce some of these draft prospects, they'll be like, so and so ran a 4.5. He has long arms, excellent reach. Mom was a crack addict and robbed a liquor store when she was 6. Like, why do y'all do that, ESPN? Like, this is their most important night. Why do you always feel like you have to put those egregious ass stories as part of the profiles for these prospects? And I looked into it, and some of the prospects said that they get a bio sheet that they fill out, and then whatever's on there, that's what ESPN presents. Prospects, it's probably too late now, but going past this, do not put that stuff on there if you don't want it to be read. I get it. Some of that stuff, some of that quote unquote trauma gave you the ability to do what you're doing now, and that's a way out. But it just comes across as disingenuous on the part of ESPN. And I noticed that it strays farther and farther away from the moment for the children. Because then you look at social media and people's like, so-and-so dad wasn't in his life. So-and-so dad was a crack addict. What does that have to do with him running the 40 and stuff like that? It doesn't. But for some reason, when it comes to black athletes, it that feel like that has to be said. Guess what? There's Caleb Williams, mom and dad in his life, and an excellent young man. He's about to be the number 1 overall pick. Prop that stuff up. Prop the stories of the nuclear families, the traditional families where their kids are outstanding prospects and they're doing well, and now they've put themselves in a position to be in the NFL. That's what we need to do more of. I'm so sick of these sob stories, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. Nobody cares about your trauma, only your triumph. Because if you stay in your trauma, then you're not going to be able to take it to a level that you need to. Like, I get it, heal, I get it, grieve, heal, and do what you got to do. But this whole thing about it's hard to get people to relate to you when you're 6'8", 6'5", whatever it is. You can run fast, jump high. You about to come into all this money. Embrace that. Hey, I was here, but now look at me. I think we need more stories like that, ESPN. And I don't want people to lose sight of the NFL draft tonight. No matter where these young men get drafted, they're living a dream. They've accomplished something that only a few elite have. And I think we need to understand that part. Sports is entertainment, but these are still human beings. So I say all that to say this: ESPN, NFL Network, do the best you can to make sure that these prospects are shined in a great light. And that's all I can say about that. Far as what players or where they need to go and things of that nature, I don't watch college football. All I do is wait till they get to the NFL, and then I go off of that. What I will say for the Philadelphia Eagles, what I would like to see is they go defense. Y'all don't know, but the beautiful young lady that's helping me produce this show, she is a Niners fan. I had to pour milk over my head because the Eagles had no goddamn defense. They got pumped. I had to pour cold ass milk over my head because I lost a bet, because they lost to the 49ers. Eagles, we need defense. Lane Johnson, I get it. He's getting older, but he still got 2 to 3 years left. We need corners, we need linebackers, and we need pass rushers. I promise you, I can't take another year of listening to 49ers fans talk about how bad they bitched us out at the link. I can't do it. Please get defense, Howie. Do what you got to do. Now, it's time for another segment I like to call Ayo, Pause.
Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Daniel,
Pause.
by the way.
Okay, for those who don't know, Ayo Pause is pretty much based on some people be saying some crazy ass shit, and you got to be like, Ayo Pause, like, do you know what you just said right now? And I see it all the time through social media stuff like that. So the very first recipient of the Ayo Pause Award on Real Time with Prince Blue is y'all favorite red pillar Andrew Tate, who released a tweet or X post or whatever you want to call it, where he said the following: sex is for making children. Any man who has sex with women because it feels good is gay. Oh, my PP feels good. This is great. In fact, if you are 40 with less than 5 children, you're probably gay. All that feel good PP sex and hardly any genetic legacy? Question mark. Hey, yo, pause. Like, Andrew Tate, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, sex is for making children? I mean, yeah. No shit. But some people just like to have sex because it feels good. I got news flash for you. A lot of people don't like having children. A lot of people don't like children. Children is a consequence of having sex. It's one of them. Y'all know the other consequences. You know, the itchies, the scratchies. Y'all be on them commercials smiling, talking about, I take a pill so my T level is low. Like, no. So, and then any man who has sex with women because it feels good is gay. Andrew Tate, I can't believe, and this is what Malcolm X was talking about. Y'all follow people like this. Like, he really fixed his mouth to say any man who has sex with women because it feels good is gay. First of all, let's talk about the first part. Any man who has sex with women. Hey, yo, pause, Andrew. And you the last person to be talking about women. I had to lean in for that. Sorry, producer. And if, in fact, if you are 40 with less than 5 children, you're probably gay. I'm 41. I have 3 children. And I can promise you, without a shadow of a doubt, I ain't gay. I will FaceTime my wife right now, but I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gay. And y'all need to stop this overgeneralization of people. This is borderline ridiculous. Like, I don't understand like what he was doing with this tweet. Maybe he feel like his popularity is going down, so he has to be bigger of an asshole than he is. And Andrew Tate, like, you are not Kevin Samuels. You are not it. There's only one Godfather, and he's gone. God rest in peace. Your rendition of Red Pill is fucking toxic. It's insane. And you need to stay wherever the hell you are with Aiden and the rest of them. No Diddy. That's the end of my Ayo Pause. Congratulations, Andrew Tate. You are the first recipient of the Ayo Pause Award for Real Time Prince Blue. I will send you your gift in the mail. And when I say gift, I mean a middle finger. So, with that being said, listen, I appreciate everybody that has come through for this first episode of Real Time with Prince Blue. It has been a blast. It has been phenomenal. And I ended up a little early because I wanted to let y'all know this. I was very nervous for this episode. I have done plenty of Real Time with Prince Blues, but for some reason, I was really nervous about this. And I was nervous because, not everybody's going to like what you say, but what I do want people is to respect that I have the courage to say what I want to say. That's most important. I can't stand fence riders. I can't stand people that don't say what they mean and mean what they say. And I say all that to say this. I'm not right about everything. Hell, I'm not wrong about everything. But I am genuine. I tell you my truth. And I'm open for discussion. If anything in this episode you feel like you want me to expound upon or more like that, you can come on. We could talk about it. we could do it that way. But the one thing I promised myself I wasn't going to do is I'm not going to try to explain myself a lot over social media, because it ends up being just back and forth. There's no context, no verbal clues, no nothing like that, and you can't understand where I'm coming from. So if you want to talk to me or anything like that, you know where to find me. It's Real Time with Prince Blue on all social media platforms. It's Real Prince Blue 3 on X. This episode will go up to be heard as a podcast. I'm going to get on top of that. Pause. Ayo, pause. And I would say this. Thank you everybody for helping me out. And oh yeah, I have to say this. Since being away, I have met some phenomenal people. Some people that have helped me grow as a person spiritually, physically, politically, sociologically. And two of those people are my homie AJ's Rant Room and my sister Inked, aka Inked Keisha, aka she's helped me producing the show. These two people, there would be no second season of Real Time Prince Blue without them. They looked at the old one, they said, nah, this ain't it. Switch this around, do this around, change this, do this. All the graphics, all the intros and everything that you saw, that's courtesy AJ's Rant Room. All the producing, the button pushing, all the stuff that was whack and taken out, that's courtesy of Inked. So thank you. Those are my fellow Trifecta Trifecta Hour show that we do every Friday at 8 p.m. We do that live. That's where we get more into politics, social media, stuff like that. That's when you want my political takes, stuff like that. That's where I'll be on Fridays at 8 p.m. Thank you to you two for helping me out. And thank you everybody for listening. And I promise you, this show is going to get better. I take any feedback, and I will improve this show as much as I can. But the one thing I'm going to always maintain is me being genuine and me telling you how I feel. And with that being said, thank everybody for listening. I appreciate y'all. I know I said I would do this for an hour, but that is it. That is all I have.
No. No.
I'm getting out of here.
No, you're not.
What are you doing here, producer?
It's been brought to my attention that you better fill these 13 minutes.
I am not feeling more 13 minutes. What would you like to talk about for 13 minutes? Let's bring up the comments then.
Let's bring up some of these comments. So right here, someone said, we showed up, fill the time. Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to twerk for the next 10 minutes?
Sure. Go ahead. Do you need me to play some music? Do you need me to play some music?
I'm not about to do that. But does anybody have any questions in the comments?
I just came on camera looking like all hell, so you might want to finish these 13 minutes.
That's okay. Do you see any questions in here or any comments that
let's see. Let me scroll back. No, everyone's just giving you a hard time. Christina did want to know who Andrew Tate was. Tina. She wanted to know.
Oh, Andrew Tate is a red pillar. He's a person that I would say he caters to the manosphere. Men are to be dominant. Men are to dominate women. All that type of stuff. He's one of those, but he's to the umpteenth degree about that. So that's what Andrew Tate is. He's a quick Google. Have fun. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? I would be a palm tree.
Did you say a palm tree? Why would you be a palm tree? We'll wait. Can we just say one thing too? I want to shout out to the people who are watching on X. I just realized there's 44 people watching on X, so I can see them. And I want to say hello to the people on X. I don't know why you guys don't comment, but we do see you, and feel free to say
hello. You know why? Because X fucking removed where you can comment.
That's not true. I
Dude,
commented from X.
You did?
I commented from
I
there.
thought they removed it.
Nope. So we want to say hi to you.
Oh, well, maybe. Well, a lot of people just want to alert. My DMs are probably going to be full of people saying, I thought you were this. I thought you were that. How dare you?
Okay.
Trump's an awful person. Like, I don't care, y'all. I really don't.
Okay, so do we have any more questions? Because I mean, I don't want to be seen looking like this. I wasn't prepared.
So we don't have any more questions. Well, dark Brandon or light Brandon? Dark Brandon. Light-skinned people are 50-50.
I only know one dark Brandon.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Like, can I tell you why light-skinned people are 50?
Go ahead. Oh, you're frozen again. Look at this. Look how he's frozen. Look how he's frozen, you guys.
They can like blend in. So what?
Oh, here's a question.
How do you put up with AJ and Ink? A lot of medicine, a lot of laughter. And I know that whenever they joke or whenever they say something, I know it.
Pause. Did you say a lot of medicine? You're on the lowest dosage. What are you talking about?
It was raised. I went from 20 to 40 milligrams.
Lies.
I tell no lies.
We're moving on.
Number 1 draft pick. It's going to be Caleb Williams. Yeah, I mean that it's going to be Caleb Williams to Chicago. Good luck, Chicago. Y'all, Lord knows y'all need it.
Okay.
Why is segregation elevation? Segregation is elevation because I believe that we need to learn how to be around each other and support each other more versus going out and supporting everybody else. Like, I don't know if y'all saw the video where we were flooding the Gucci store. They had to like close the Gucci store down because we were pushing and shoving because they were giving like 10% off. They don't even want us wearing their stuff, y'all. So go out there, find some black-owned business like AJ's Rant Room that creates excellent merchandise and support that. And stop worrying about what everybody else has and do your own thing. That's why I say it's. How do you feel about Mao Zedong? Listen, I feel like he's an interesting cat, and I feel like people who don't know Zhao Meidong, they need to check it out because he's interesting. That's all I'm gonna say.
We have a statement. We have a statement.
Russell Wilson is better than Jalen Hurts. The only thing Russell Wilson does better than Jalen Hurts is pray. Because let me tell you something. Russell Wilson.
Wait, are you really gonna say that out loud?
Yeah.
You thought that was funny? You were tickled by that?
Yeah. What does Russell Wilson do better than Jalen Hurts? Tell me.
Everything.
Everything like what? No.
Everything.
See, you can't say everything. Give me some.
Everything. Throw the ball better. Read
Throw
the
the
defense
ball
better.
That's
Read
why
the
he's
defense better.
That's why.
Read the defense better.
No. Read what defense? What defense?
You tell me, because the Eagles don't have it. You tell me the Eagles don't have a defense.
Hold on. He read the defense so well in Denver. He's now Pittsburgh Steeler.
Wow. Okay, you know what? We're gonna take a pause right here. First of all, they gave him nothing to work with. We're not gonna shit on Russ like that. Okay, they give Jalen everything, and he still loses. He still loses. He lost. He lost.
Listen,
the Niners are in the building. You lost. What do we
listen?
You lost.
I love Russell Wilson, but he's on his last leg. There's a reason why they also traded for his backup, because just in case this goes south, Pittsburgh needs an exit plan. You don't bring in Russell Wilson and then bring in a younger, more talented
Wow.
version of him.
Wow.
And
wow.
I
You
said what I
talking
said.
Big shit right now.
And now,
Okay.
again, thank you everybody for
Everybody
listening.
for coming.
Thank you for coming to Real Time with Prince Blue. I will see y'all. Wait a minute. I will see y'all next Thursday.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, we're done. Nobody wants to
I
hear
will
it.
see y'all next Thursday. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all. And again, see you next week. Real Time.
Real time. Real time.